Hey guys, how's it going? It's Tanev here. Welcome to episode number 13, or what is episode number 7 of the live stream series of this NHL 24 Draft to Glory franchise mode here with the Newfoundland Growlers. Today we are going to be getting through the 2028-29 season, seeing if the Growlers make any improvements, if they continue to be one of the worst teams in the league, and just how all of that plays out. So if you guys do enjoy this episode, make sure to show your support down below with the like, subscription, notification bell, and of course leave comments. But today we are just trying to build on last season. That's kind of the main thing, and we're going to be getting right through that whole 28-29 season, and then we'll go from there. But first we got to actually sim up to the 28-29 season. So many trade offers. All right, and heading into this next season, we have sold 28% of our tickets. Really not good by any means, but yeah, obviously we did not earn the right profit that we were expecting. And all right, here's our owner goals for this year. Not a whole lot. We're still a conservative seller. Yeah, nothing super special or crazy there. But let's go to the lines, see how they look this year, if there's any difference, any growth. And all right, looks like it's mainly just going to be growth from our top end guys, really. Like Belchetz hit an 87, so he's looking really solid now. Misa's 86. Healy and Tuzolino didn't really grow, except Tuzolino did get Tuzolino got It's Tricky and Skilled up, so very high skilled two-way forward there. So an interesting player for that position for sure. But yeah, that $3.15 million contract, like we have got a crazy good deal on our hands there for an elite player that is 87 rated. So that's likely going to be how we set up our team this year. The only difference is probably going to move Carconi there. And that's pretty much it. And you know what? I am thinking that maybe this is the year. Ooh, DuPont's 82 rated. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. But yeah, I am thinking that maybe this is the year that we look to try and either do a coaching change, or maybe we look to also switch the captaincy. So give Oleg Vasiliev the captaincy, as he is our highest rated player and our first ever draft pick and all those things. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is the year to switch over? Just turn off trade notifications. Yeah, I thought about it, but yeah, no, we don't do it just because we like to see what the AI is kind of going through and thinking still. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think we give Vasiliev the captaincy this year? I think that wouldn't be a bad idea by any stretch. But at the same time, I don't know if he's entirely ready for that. He's probably close. But yeah, I feel like if we actually put the right coaching strategy, yeah, give Vasiliev the captaincy. All right, so we are going to do that this year. Marchessault will maintain an A for now. I think that's fair. But yeah, we're going to do the captaincy switch there. Levshunov will hold the other alternate captaincy. And then we're going to go number 52 for Holloway, our newest acquisition out of the draft. Of course, Landon DuPont is going to be a fun one to watch. We're going to have to keep an eye on him too, see how he performs. But we have a ton of left-wing players and then very few centers and other positions like that. So, all right, that is the NHL team. So we have actually made the captaincy switch finally this year. Timonen is up to a 79 overall as just a 20-year-old, so that's going to be good. It's going to help out our team a lot based on how well he performs. And Järvinen he's holding that top 6 potential. He's only 22, but like just no growth from him, unfortunately. It's been a little bit frustrating, if I'm being honest. And then this year we have to go Sanchez in as the backup because he is just 20 now. He is 70 rated, so solid rating there. We're going to see if he can continue to grow and develop. I am going to try... Ooh, maybe that doesn't quite work. maybe we go like that, honestly, because Pentakainen was actually really good last year. He doubled his point production over the same amount of games. So yeah, we're going to throw him there. And then we'll go with Timonen on the second line for now. But let's see. I am also looking to probably do some kind of other lineup move here that gets us Cody Sweat. I always mess up his name, but that gets Cody Sweat into the lineup. Same with Noel Millman. We want those two guys playing for sure. So yeah, let's put Sweat in on that bottom pair. He should get ice time with that. And then Darren Radish is way down from where he used to be. And that's okay. That's kind of expected. But if we go Mackey and Stamkos, that could work well. Actually, let's go Georges and Stamkos. And then Mackey and Carlisle. And then we'll do Radish out, Millman in. I think that's fair. Perfect. Okay, so that looks really good. And then, of course, our goalies are set already. We got Ryan Fanti and, of course, Caden Sanchez. And I think that's all we really need to do here. The rest of these guys, like the low 6 guys, just they're not going to grow. It's pretty much guaranteed at this point. Arvidsson is in. He's 71 rated at 21 years old now, which is about as good as I was expecting. But yeah, we'll keep him on the bottom line too there for now, and then see if he can work his way up over the regular season here. So that's our team. The power play unit is just horrible, but that's okay. Kind of what we were expecting, if I'm being honest. Like the team just really does not have a whole lot of like super high skilled scoring forwards down here. It's really a lot more of power forwards, two-way forwards, guys that aren't really set up to actually score in any way. So yeah, we'll go like that. All right, a -1 is about as good as we're going to get on the unit. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about the AHL lineup too much. As far as captaincy goes, Brazeau should be the captain still down here. Instead, they've named Tyler Johnson the captain. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so there we go. We got Mackey, Brazeau, and Lomberg, and I think that's good. All right. I don't know if it'll help with growth or team morale, but it would make sense. Yeah, it would make sense because if you look at it, Artyom Levshunov is the guy with the leadership trait on here. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong side. Okay, so Levshunov and Kuzmenko both have the leadership trait. The rest of the guys don't. I still have the tendency to give my captaincy out to the best player rather than the top leader, but we do have Levshunov as an alternate captain, so I think that's still okay. It's just not the best setup ever. So now that we are done with the lineup, we can go into the scouting, and we'll see how the scout dispersion looks this year, because last year it was kind of all over the place, if I'm being honest. Actually, you know what? First off, let's go look at the draft class, just a blind look here, and see what we're really dealing with this year at the top end of the draft. And there's a right D-man this year in Kenny Camilleri. Interesting name. Andrei Grachev might be good. If he's a sniper, then we'd definitely be interested in him. Grant Cunningham is another right D. Ramo Niskala as a big center. And then Zachariah Wyman as a decent-sized center. So that's what we're looking at for the draft this year. I am wondering, where is the best goalie in the league? Also, this guy is probably going to be low elite, so we'll keep an eye on him because that scouting report is probably not correct at this point. But where's the best goalie? At 71, Kenneth Busenius. Not great. I was really hoping there might be a better high-end kind of goalie that we might be able to grab this year, but we'll see. Maybe that's all good, Vendetta. We just started, really. The stream started at 9:45 because I had some technical difficulties, so glad you were able to make it in. That's actually really funny that you were watching 3 hours worth of the history of Bloons Tower Defense. But yeah, we're really just getting started with this stream. Yeah, because we do have a lot of It's Tricky, if I'm being honest. Like, we have so much of that one X Factor this year. I don't know why, but we do. So yeah, that is actually not a horrible comment there. But this year, you guys can't see it because my face is in the way. There we go. 71 offense, 70 defense, and 65 goaltending will be our AHL ratings. So nothing special, really. It's a pretty meh AHL team, if I'm being honest, but that is okay because they can't all be amazing. And alright, for NHL ratings this year, yes, I know we're going to have to simulate, and what do we do? 96, I don't even need my face cam off for this one. Boop, there we go. Okay, so we've got 96 offense, 84 defense, 79 goaltending. Not a bad team, nothing special or super crazy. But the offense has yet again gotten a little bit better. And honestly, like, we have a lot of good players. Like, if we could just kind of get rolling and start winning, then I think it would be a very, very different team complexion, if I'm being honest. So, but yeah, we'll have to see how the sim goes this year. Obviously, we're in year 6 now. The team is starting to kind of actually progress, starting to get a little bit better, and soon enough we are going to see the Growlers in action, but at this point in time we're not quite there yet. Alright, so let's see how we start off this year. I am actually, just before we go, I'm going to say, let's take one more look at the draft class, see if all the playstyles came in, and Grachev is a sniper. That makes everything a lot more difficult because we do want a sniper this year, preferably. That would be the best option for us over, two-way forwards, power forwards, offensive D, anything like that. A sniper would be the best option for our team at this point. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, again, just going back to your comment there, Vendetta, I don't really change anything a lot. Oop, that's not right. I don't really change any X factors this year, at least, because I just don't see the point in doing all that extra work. All right, so we do get Corso, so I am actually just going to back out and see if we can somehow make the Growlers a more winning team, just by switching the coaching staff and getting better chemistry, because we will get better chemistry by doing this. So if we look at our current coaching staff, it's like, what are we looking at? Our current coaching staff fit is a 63, and if we do the little shuffle here and put the other guy in as the head coach, all of a sudden we got a 69 rated scheme fit, which is very solid. So let's see how much different the lines look just from doing that. Alright, so we get +1 chemistry on that other line. Maybe we go, we could go like this. Do Belchetz in there. We can't do that swap. But yeah, if we put Tuzolino up on the top line, it does change things. A little bit, at least. And yeah, again, Vasiliev doesn't fit super great, but that is okay. And I think that is going to be what we run with. As you can see, the defense looks much better. +3s and then a 0 on that bottom pairing. Like, that's great. That is a great looking defensive pairing. Yeah, we're gonna be just fine with this new coach. I'm hoping we can get him to grow. That's the only other thing I'm kind of sitting back and waiting on. But yeah, let's see how we do this year now that we have that new coach in. We didn't fire off the other coach. We just demoted him a little bit there in Corso. So all right, we win our first game, which is not bad, and then we lose-win and we continue winning. All right, we're 3-1 to start. Not bad. Check if DuPont likes the power play now or not. He probably does. Let's just finish this month quickly. And then, yeah, I will go and check that. I do want Stamkos back in, though, because he is a 7th D, so he might actually make our team at some point if he continues to grow. That was the wrong button. Yeah, over Radish, we'll put Stamkos in, because Stamkos, yes, he is a 7th D, but you never know. He might actually make our team at some point. It's unlikely, but you never know. Okay, I probably should have checked DuPont's chemistry right there, but that is okay. And Harrison Georges is healthy now. I didn't even know Marchessault was injured, and all right, we're 5-5, dead exactly 500 record over the first 10 games, 10 points. The boys are growling. Yeah, you're correct. Tuzzolino's having a heck of a start here. It probably helps that he's getting a little bit of power play time. That's probably a big difference. And all right, yeah, I guess Tuzzolino got injured. Cool, great, I love that. Our top scorer gets injured. Awesome. All right, how's the power play now? Ooh, very different scheme fit on the power play, but I like it. And then, yeah, DuPont loves the power play. Everybody else hates it. Apparently, that's the case. So, yeah, once we put Tuzzolino back in, I'm sure that'll help a bit, at least, because, yeah, Robinson really doesn't fit, but neither do Healy and Teravainen. So that's a little bit tricky, but okay. You know what? It is what it is. And, all right, I guess Lankinen's just playing most of our games this year, so that's a tad bit frustrating, but we'll make it work, I guess. We'll throw Marchessault back in there. And, all right, that is the start to the season. Not a bad start by any means. We got 12 more days to go, or 13 more days to go before we start the next round of scouting, or 12. It should be 12. All right, 6-5. Not bad. Yeah, this is a much better start than last season. Apparently, it'll be a good year for rookies again. Supposedly, last year was a good year for rookies. I disagree with that, but you know what? Yeah, you win some, you lose some. And Vinny. All right, Vinny's out. We're pretty much exactly 500 again. Belchetz leads the team with 11 points in 15 games, so nothing special or crazy there, but all right. And if Camilleri maintains his top position, that means there's a chance he could be a franchise player then, if he maintains the number 1 spot the whole year. But yeah, we are sliding a little bit in the draft now. So this would have been a great draft for, elite players to be going 7 through 9. Just saying. Or 6 through 8, or wherever they were actually going. But how's the morale looking? 64? Nice. Not bad at all. Much better than previous seasons here, so can't complain about that at all. How's DuPont started? 11 points as well? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. We gotta go take a peek at the actual scoring table here. Because, yeah, Belchetz is leading the way, but, like, DuPont's right there, Vasilyev's right there, Misa's got 10 points, Levshunov's got 9. Like, that's good. That is a very good start, and I'm hoping that that DuPont can just keep it going. Also, his shot just did not grow over his time in Everett. He only scored, he wasn't scoring a whole lot, so that kind of makes sense. He's got 95 passing, but, yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. All right, back to the scouting. I'm probably going to have to, go get some food here at some point because I have not eaten properly yet today, and you guys might have been able to hear my stomach earlier is just growling at me, but okay, back to the calendar now. And yeah, DuPont with 11 points off the bat is a very solid start. So, as we continue here, apparently Ryan Fanti was injured. Welcome, Ben. Welcome to the Sims. I'm glad to see you made it. We had a time change, and my whole schedule got screwed up today, so that's what's going on. Oh no, I did the AHL thing again. 10-6-2 for the Huskies, not bad. And in the NHL, we're 10-7. So, all right, we're actually rolling this year. It's a bit of a difference from the previous year, and yet we are still second last in our division with 20 points. Cool, great, all right. It's not the worst place ever to be. All right, and we get Vinny back. So, Having Vinny in the lineup's going to help for sure. 18 and 21, that's probably about the best we've seen from Vasiliev up to this point. But we will throw... Oh, he's in there. Okay, that's where Vinny ended up. That's fine. That works for me. But we will swap him and DuPont just for now because Zamula is out. And, of course, Tuzolino is out. What is Tuzolino's injury? I never even got, like, a proper notification on that. All right, well, we're dead last in our division and kind of sitting mid-ranking overall. 19 points in 21 games for Belchetz is crazy. But what on earth was Tuzolino's injury? If he's out for like 4 months, I'm going to be so mad. Returning January 10th. Ugh, so that's like the end of this stretch of sim for the skills assessment that we're doing right now. So yikes, that's just tough. That's just tough, man. All right, well, we'll go up to the first here, and we only got a stretch of like 3 games left. We're like pretty much dead even 500 this year, so it's better than previous years, but at the same time, if we still finish last in our division, I don't think it's really going to change much morale wise. So yeah, there you can see where we're kind of currently at. I don't have any problem with our... Ooh, Belchetz is almost a point per game. But yeah, I have no problems with the team and the setup and the way we're scoring and things like that this year. Also, we have 2 defensemen that are 16 points in 24 games. That is awesome. Healy's already got 33 penalty minutes. Belchetz actually has a lot of penalty minutes this year, too. Healy's got 5 fights already, though, so that's definitely fight night, fight club, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Jeez. All right, so that's the current kind of state of our scoring. I want to look at the division, or the NHL overall more so. We are currently not even in the bottom, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 8, bottom 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th. We're 13th best odds right now with exactly a 50% point percentage. So, yeah, we got a little bit further to go in this sim before we're up to the next scouting date, and it's looking interesting, that's for sure. So, all right, into December we go. We get Igor Zamula back. With Belchetz playing first line, is his discipline's far less likely to go up. Yeah, that is. But who cares goals? Yeah. Honestly, kind of an accurate comment, though. That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Whatever, I don't care. He's scoring goals. That's the main thing we want from him, is we want him to be a very good goal scorer over anything else. And he's been very solid so far. It's definitely improving the chances Vasiliev has on getting assists and things like such. We cannot claim Carson Lambos. All right, we win and lose. That's kind of accurate as far as what I was expecting. And are there any elites in here yet? It doesn't look like it. That's kind of expected still, but you will have to wait and see. So I only had 1 guy pinned. And yeah, it's Vanek, because I doubt he's still going to be low top 6 like that if he's in the first round this year. All right, Timonen's up to an 80. He only has 9 points through 26 games. Meanwhile, Samu Pentikainen is leading this team in scoring, pretty much. I mean, I would bet he is. I'm not certain that he is, but he's got to be close. Yeah, he's like tied for top scoring on the team. Who did we want to put back in? Stamkos, right? That is who we were working on here. So yeah, we'll put him back in. Any growth? 4 out of 8 for Sanchez isn't amazing. Meanwhile, Fanti's had a shutout in his 21 games so far, and I did it again with the AHL. Love it. All right, let's go up to Calgary here, and we're not dead last in our division at the moment, so that's not actually horrible. And then we beat the Islanders as we usually do. And then probably, we're actually winning a little bit more now. A little bit more than I expected, at least. Man, Zamula has just gotten beaten up with injuries. Like, I got no other way to put it. He's simply just getting beaten up. Kind of tough. All right, 8 points so far for Holloway, not bad. 23 for Levshunov's very good, and then 18 for DuPont at this point. So, okay. So we're up to the scouting date now, and we lose games there to come back down to 500. Belchetz is over a point per game. He's got 23 goals. That's crazy. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I don't think we have had a point per game player in Marchessault with 98 points, but apart from that, that was really pretty much it. Like, we haven't had a whole lot of point per game players on our team up to this point. All right, let's get the potential and comparisons done. Oh, never mind. I simmed up to December, not January. Duh. I'm also wondering why. Actually, yeah, I was wondering why we hadn't gotten Tuzolino back yet, and that makes more sense. Okay, let's continue on here for a little bit longer. We lose Vinny again to an injury, but we win 2 overtime games and jump up to the middle of the table. That's interesting. Okay. All right, and Vinny's going to slot in on the bottom pair. Maybe perfect. Hello. There we go. All right, Holloway's up to an 82. Beautiful. We're actually getting growth out of our players this year. That's what we like to see. And we lose Arvidsson to a mild concussion. We lose an OT. Then we lose, and are we exactly... We're under 500 barely, but not by a whole lot. Hey, Vasilyev's over a point per game. Finally. It's taken him long enough, if I'm being completely honest. It has taken... Oh, yeah, so... Anybody who's freshly in the stream or hasn't been in the stream for that long, $5 on Belchetz getting a potential boost. Interesting. Have a question about my roster. What do I have Simashev as? I put him... I think I have him as elite right now, but like high top 4 would probably be a more accurate potential. But he looks good. Like Simashev is going to be the top defenseman in Utah or Arizona. Well, it's Utah at this point. He's going to be the top D-man unless they draft like a Zane Perrick or somebody like that. But yeah, he looks very good. So we'll have to wait and see. Bit of a weak top end here. I don't really like the ratings I'm seeing so far on some of these guys. Also, are we not done scouting yet? Hold on, what's going on? Oh yeah, we're at the first. Okay. I'm interested to see if Belchetz, yeah, he might just go up to like high top 6 or something, or high elite there, Vendetta, but we'll have to wait and see, obviously. We won't know until the end of the season or towards the end of the season. But I have been seeing quite a few players this year actually end up with like high elite potential. I think it was last season when I was looking through some of the stats, I was like, wow, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of high elite guys in here, so. And I pooched that a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, we win 2 more games there, so we're 19, 16, and 4, and we finally get Tuzolino back, thank God. It's taken long enough. But yeah, Tuzolino was on a roll before he got injured. As you can see, 8 points in 7 games. He was doing very nice, and hopefully he will continue that pace, as he should be on our second power play unit there. He is indeed. And why is Vinny on the second power play? That's a great question. All right, let's put Zamula there. Yes, yeah, okay. That works for me. All right, every time we edit lines, we're just going to end up on that screen. That's cool, I guess. All right, we did lose to the Flyers, and then we lose to the Jets. And we lose to the Maple Leafs. Okay, well, we are still trending downwards, at least as far as our team goes, but we've already won 19 games, so there's 20. So for whoever said 37, did somebody said 37 wins? No, I could have sworn somebody said 37. Yeah, 37 Vendetta. Okay, 33 from Lemaire. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see there. All right, and whoopsie, I just went straight past the scouting date. That's gonna cause problems. All right, I don't know what I was doing there. That was just a complete An utter lack of attention. My goodness. All right, now that we're done that, I'm going to just pop a quick save file here because I really don't want to lose all of that scouting progress. And of course, you guys watched me blow right past the scouting date by like 12 days. So, all right, let's finish off the month here of January, and we win and we win. All right, 51 points. We are nowhere near the bottom of the table this year, so that is actually interesting. It's a big change up from previous years, and I'm really hoping we can actually see some growth from it this year. But yeah, we are currently... We're 19th place. We are like almost pushing playoff status, but not quite. And we have a losing record still, so... Also, San Jose is 35-15 on the season. That's a crazy record. All right. So let's simulate up to the trade deadline here this year. And, all right, we definitely lost to San Jose. Then we lose to Florida. Beat the Blue Jackets. That's the name I'm looking for. And then we're going to throw Barrett up here. Go boop. And then we're going to have Delmore starting games. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, lots of 86, 87 rated guys in our team here this year. 34 goals for Belchetz is really good. That's what we wanted to see. And Delmore is going to be our starter now, so this is going to be probably a little bit rough if I'm being honest, but we'll wait and see, obviously, because we don't know exactly how these guys are going to perform, but we have an idea. And all right, Levshunov is just kind of stagnating at 86 overall, even though he's got 46 points in 54 games. That's a little frustrating because he would be a very good player otherwise. And I mean, DuPont's actually looking quite nice with 31 and 45 or in 54 games there. And he is 20 now at this point, but really can't blame him. He's looking absolutely amazing for what we're looking for. And then we have like no other defense really coming up the system at this point yet. Like they're all kind of just taking their sweet time to progress. And yeah, we got like Timonen and Pentikainen are working their way up too. Neither of them can skate worth a damn. So meanwhile, Järvinen can actually skate decently well. So yeah, we're going to have a very slow bottom six. That is more than likely going to be the case. So as we continue on here, we lose a couple games in a row, then we beat Seattle 8-2, and then we lose again. All right, you know what? I think we're going to keep Lankinen out just for now because I don't mind losing a few more games and trying to make it a little bit lower down than 19th place in the standings. We don't really want to land that far down in the draft order, but we'll see. And all right, we beat. Sorry, we're trying to win. We're trying to win games, right? That's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to win all our games. So, are we? Hold on. Are we in a playoff spot? Did I just see that correctly? We better not be in a playoff spot. Okay. Obviously, we didn't acquire a first-round pick. That's fine. No, but we are like just a little ways out of a wild card spot. There we are. Second last in our division. We've definitely dropped down a bit based on how many losses we took recently, but Vasiliev's still a point per game. He has over 10 goals this year. The question is, does he have more than 100 shots? He's going to be close. Belchetz just rips the puck all the time. So that's where those two are really getting their point scoring from. Levshunov's third in team scoring with 55 points. DuPont's sixth with 40, so that's not bad at all either. He's actually ahead of Healy, which I wasn't entirely expecting. But yeah, you know, for a low elite, Andy Healy's really turned out to be good. Tuzolino kind of just not fell off with scoring, but just wasn't scoring or hasn't been scoring as much. 20 points in 30 games is tough for him because he was looking really good there for a little while. Who are the highest scorers in the league, though? I am interested in that. Sam Reinhart with 89 points. Jeez. I'm sure, yeah, Will Smith's high elite now, so that's helping for sure. This is what I was talking about, though, with the high elites. Like, Cole Eiserman's a high elite. Thought 69 points for Levshunov was a high estimation? No, not really. Not really. He hit 59 last year, so with a much better defensive pairing or defensive partner this year, it's not actually that surprising to me. God, I forgot San Jose. Look at this. San Jose's got a high elite in Frondell, so we definitely messed up a little bit with Misa, but you know what? It's okay. You guys picked him, so we're going to stick with him. But yeah, that one probably would have been nice had we taken the time to develop him. But oh well, you win some, you lose some. And for the entire league now, we are still not in the bottom 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're top 14. Like, we're just out of the playoffs. So, meanwhile, the Islanders are the worst team in the league now. So that's a new one. But, all right, let's continue through the rest of this season. We're almost done here. We got a month and a bit to go. And we'll see what we can do here. So, we lose Sherwood to an injury, and then, all right, we lose a game there. We lose Delmore to an injury, so that means Lankinen's going to be back in, so we're going to be winning more games with the better goalie. And, all right, we do get an OT win there, but then we lose 6-0. Oh, my goodness. 6-0, that's not helping the scoring paces at all. Now Vasilyev's down to 66 points in 68 games there. Vasilyev's going to time it out just perfectly to hit exactly 69 points again. Kari Teravainen got spin cycle, so that's a fun one. And I think he also got magnetic too. So that will help out a little bit. Anything else new here? Not really. Levshunov is at 56 points so far, so that's very solid. And all right, we lose to Dallas, but then we beat the Senators, and the Islanders fire their head coach. Not surprising on that front. Timonin's up to 82 overall. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. Justin Brazeau is still rolling along as the captain. How about the point total here? This is not bad. 41 and 69 for Timonin. And then Pentikainen with 51 has now broken his point total, so that is awesome. He does not fit. Unfortunately, Vendetta, he does not fit. Here, I'll show you quickly. It's not that he doesn't fit. It's that for whatever reason Misa doesn't fit. It's like, okay, well, why is that the case then? Like, it doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I just don't understand this lineup. It just really doesn't make sense to me as to how it works, but you know what? It is what it is. So as we continue on here, we're at the Boston game. We win that one 2-1. And yeah, now Misa fits, but Gotcha would be very nice. I wish we could get him. We won't get him more than likely. Ooh, but there is an elite playmaker down here in Matanen, so that's something. Low elite in Franzen. Okay. We're waiting on Vanek, but he'll probably have a potential change here pretty quickly. And anybody else yet? Oh, there we go. Another low elite. Kyler Hewson. Not a bad looking player. And yeah, for first look, it's not looking too bad. We'll have to wait on I don't even know how to say that name. That is a strange name for sure. But we'll have to wait on that guy to see if he's actually a gem or not. Shepard's apparently a gem goalie. That might be worth pursuing. We'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, we have Sanchez, but is Sanchez really going to be enough? Probably not. We'll have to wait and see. But you know what? Top 9 around the 160 mark isn't even that bad on potential. There's just not a whole lot else going on down here because we just are still waiting on the scouting report. So yeah, that's the first look. It looks okay. Tumo Tarvinen. Zachariah Wyman looks pretty solid as a two-way forward. But yeah, obviously if I got my choice of player, it would be Andrei Grachev this year, as he's one of the first snipers we've seen in a while. But we might just be going with a Hannu Matanen or somebody like that instead. We'll see. We'll see what happens, how the cards fall, which players we actually get a chance at. who knows? Who knows how it's going to play out? So that was the first look at the draft class. It should be an interesting one this year. I'm just not entirely happy with the group that we're seeing there, but it is what it is. All right, our defense is looking nice, though. I'm very happy with our defense. All right, as we continue on, we have no idea how that Philly game turned out, but we lose more of our games than we win. Yep, and that's kind of expected. Iafallo's out with an injury. And all right, we have 79 points, putting us ahead of multiple teams. But yeah, we have just about hit that 37 win mark. Vasilyev is back over a point per game. He's actually got 12 goals, meaning he probably had to shoot the puck a bit. And he's at 95 shots with 5 games remaining. Can he do it? Can he put 1 shot on goal per game? Is that possible? We'll see. All right, Philadelphia is the best team in the league right now. That's crazy. But they do have a pretty sick setup there, if I'm being honest. So the race is on. Exactly, yes, as far as the, what do you call it? As far as the shooting race goes, yeah, for Vasilyev. As far as we go, we do have a top 10 chance right now. Actually, I think we'd have to be 24th to have a top 10 because that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So yeah, very, very slim chance that we have any lottery luck this year, but we're definitely outside of the playoffs as well. So we'll see how these final few games treat us. If we slide up, slide down, what's going to happen exactly? Nobody knows. But all right, we'll finish off this month. And we took another loss there. All right. So let's finish off this season here with probably not much of a bang, but we'll see. All right, we lose to the Golden Knights. Iafallo's back, so we are actually going to throw him back in the lineup there because Halifax is doing quite well this year. And you know what? Maybe we should go with Snively, actually. Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Iafallo's been good for us in the past there. Ooh, Belchetz is up to 88 overall. And he has 74 points this season. That is fabulous. All right. Against St. Louis, we lose Ralph Delmore to another injury, but we win the game. And then we beat Colorado. And then we beat San Jose to end off the season with a 37 exactly. 37 wins. What a prediction there, Vendetta. But a 37, 34, and 11 record for 85 points. The highest in franchise history up to this point, if I'm not mistaken. Most definitely. We blew it out of the water by 10 points this year. So our previous high was 75 points in our first season. So man, oh man, year 6 goes honestly not that bad for the Newfoundland Growlers. Oleg Vasilyev is over a point per game. He doesn't score another goal, but he does break 100 shots. What a man. He does get it done there. And hey, 76 points as well as 53 goals. Hold on, I scared myself for a second because Vasilyev's profile popped up and I was looking at the potential on Belchetz. And it was like, whoa, hold on. But yeah, no. Belchetz at 6.6 million. Yes, please. And also 61 points for Levshunov. So pretty close there. He definitely set a new record. DuPont actually did get caught by Healy there in the end. But 47 points for Landon DuPont. Not a bad start to his NHL career either. Nothing super special, but not bad at all. So we will take it. Holloway had a 25-point year. He was actually +9, which is amazing on 26 minutes per game of ice time. And then there's your goalies. Delmore was the bad one for sure, which I'm not exactly opposed to. But yeah, that was our team ratings. Here's all of the forwards if you guys actually care. If you don't, fair enough. It's really more so for me and my spreadsheet inputs after the fact. But there's the defense. Exactly the top 3 guys you would expect. All, of course, top 5 picks. So not surprising they are there. And that was the goalies. So yeah, not bad at all this year. As far as the top goal scorers, top scorers in general go in the league, Morgan Frost had 108 points. That's crazy. He's elite somehow. I don't know how Morgan Frost hits an elite rating, but okay. He caught Sam Reinhart. Reinhart was amazing too. Same with Pasternak, Rantanen, Besser. Pretty much all of those guys were just killing it this year. Best goal scorer was Tage Thompson, tied with Austin Matthews. So that is interesting. And Ethan Belchetz, actually. So there you go. Belchetz, that's crazy. 53 points, outscores Cole Yzerman, meaning he's probably going to get a rating boost here or something. Like he should. 53 goals is insane. He just doesn't pass the puck quite as well as those other guys. But yeah, there's all your top scorers for this year. Ryan Rubrick is up there too on Dallas. That kind of makes sense, actually. Best rookie this year was Alexis Joseph. Prab Batal was in there as well. And yeah, well, he looks good. He's an interesting player for sure, he's got Shrug It Off as well as Bounce Back, so interesting stats there. Joseph just looks amazing, but obviously we'll take the defenseman any day of the week. As far as not Raphael Roach, but as far as Landon DuPont goes, we're taking that. I know Joseph is higher rated right now at 88, but who cares? DuPont is going to be possibly one of the best defensemen in the league in the near future. And then Kopecky and Witt and a few of those other just steals from a few years ago. Ooh, there's Lars Hudson in. Well, he was on Carolina and now he's in Vegas, so that's an interesting one. But Bertis, ooh, Dominik Bertis looks really good too. The Vegas Golden Knights are going to be a problem in the future. Yeah, that's a nice team there in Vegas. So those are your rookies there, at least. As far as the goalies go, Carter Hart had the most wins, even though he got injured right at the end there. Skinner was actually pretty good too there. That's kind of a little surprising for me, but, oh well. Pavel Mintyukov leads all defensemen scoring this year. Had it not been for Cale Makar getting injured for part of the season and missing a bunch of games, he probably would have been the top defenseman again. But yeah, Mintyukov is your guy this year. He looks very good as a top 2 D-man. Bouchard has 1 T, which, kind of makes sense, actually. And then Pionk was up there with 63 points, and then Levshunov was just outside. Well, he was a top 5 scoring defenseman, tied with Cam York and Charlie McAvoy as well. But, yeah, Levshunov scored a lot this year, so that's very impressive. Who's the best plus-minus D-man in the league? Rasmus Dahlin. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. And then playing with Bowen Byram. Not really surprising by any stretch there. So there you have it. How did Tukio turn out? Ooh, Tukio looks really good. I know he's defensive, but still. Yeah, wow. Okay, so there you have it. That was the stats for the NHL this year, at least. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the AHL is done as well. But here was all the scoring from the NHL standings. It was okay. Nothing super crazy out of the ordinary. We definitely had a much better year. If Levshunov ended with 69 points, Vendetta, yeah, you would have been spot on all your predictions this year, but Philly was just so good. Oh my god, they must have beaten up on the Islanders a whole bunch. And there's the Pacific Division. Not bad. As far as final standings go, we finished with the 22nd place spot, so that's not bad. 6.1% shooting makes you gag. Honestly, yeah, fair enough. Don't blame you for that one. That is kind of gross. But yeah, we were definitely out of the playoff spot by a little ways there, so no problems with that. Philly and San Jose are your top 2 teams this year. And yeah, Vasiliev finally got over a point per game, which is so nice. But this year, we finished with 99 points with a 47, 30, and 5 record. Not a bad season by any means, but also nothing super crazy in the AHL at least. For the Pacific Division, I think, yeah, Ontario was probably, 112 points. Were they better? Yeah, they were better than Laval. 118 in Lehigh Valley, so the Flyers organization is just having a year this year by the looks of it. They had a really good season there. And then for the Central, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms are the best team in the league, along with the Philadelphia Flyers winning the President's Trophy this year. So that's crazy. That is crazy to see. How about Marko Järvinen with 67 points this year? Not bad at all. That's what we were waiting for. That's a much better season from him. I'm really impressed with that. He's played, what, like 4 years now? 5 years in the AHL. And he's looking like a grizzled veteran down there now, which is awesome because he is only 23. And then, Timonen's looking really good too. He had a 50-point season, so that's about all we can ask for. As far as the rest of our forwards go there, nothing super crazy on the scoring front. Defense, Connor Mackey was just by far the best defenseman on our team. George has actually had a 34-point season, which is an improvement from his last 2. And Millman, didn't really grow. So we're definitely still a little short on some of the defense. Danny Briere is cooking in Philly. How about 47 wins combined, though, for Ryan Fancy and Caden Sanchez? Sanchez actually had a pretty decent rookie year for the Huskies. I'm fairly impressed with that. So that was the scoring for our Huskies team in the AHL. The best scorers in the AHL this year were Zion Nybeck, Alex Newhook, Gabriel Frasca, Ludwig Enroth. Oh yeah, I forgot they got Enroth way back. So Enroth's looking real nice in Edmonton there. I guess Bakersfield at this point. But those were your top scorers. As far as the goal scoring goes, Jesper Fast had 39 goals. Enroth was right up there too. Donovan Iginla, no relation whatsoever to any of those other guys. But hey, Samu Penta kind of gets in the top goal scoring again. He's actually quite a good shooter considering he doesn't have amazing shooting stats. So that's good to see. And then there's the rest of your kind of top end scorers. As far as best goalies in the league go this year, Mrazek won 40 games in Rockford. That's crazy. Where was the top goalie for Lehigh Valley? I guess they must have been splitting goalie time. But Cale Fleury was the best scorer for defense. Drew Doughty's still down there at 39. He's just not quite good enough to play in the NHL anymore. Cole Hudson's on the Laval Rocket after being traded from Buffalo, so that's crazy. And that was the AHL this year, so pretty interesting group there as far as AHL players go. I can't complain at all. Actually, hold on, I want to see exactly where we finished in the standing. I'm going to say we finished around that 10th to 12th range, somewhere in there. Ooh, between 10 and 12, exactly. 11th, not bad. So, that is the regular season. Super solid year from a ton of guys this year. I'm not upset at all with how this season has gone. The only thing that would have been nice would have been if we were right in the top of the lottery again. But again, your team pays for it as far as progression and things like that go when you have to actually... or when you land a top-end pick. So keep an eye on Rory Culp. He looks pretty good. And then, apart from that, not a whole lot in the first round or two, really. So, ooh, hello. Paul Boos, or just Booze. Paul Booze looks pretty good. So there are going to be opportunities for us to draft decent players. But we are still waiting on quite a few scouting reports. So, ooh, here we go. There's a steal. Hugo Fucali. He looks good. Elite winger. That'll be awesome. And then, of course, Sawyer Saunders as well. He's going to be a late elite goalie. That could be extremely beneficial to us. All right. I like what I'm seeing. A little more each time we look at the draft here. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time to really kind of nail down all of our picks and where they're going to be, but not bad so far. Pat Archer actually looks like a pretty solid player. We could maybe pick him up if we don't see any other options because, they're... Well, it'll probably... we won't get a shot at Griffin Anderson's, unfortunately. That would be a player I would like to go for, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Dizyuk, I kind of figured he was going to be low 6. There's a steal. Logan Gore looks pretty good, so might be a guy that we draft as well. We'll have to wait and see. And then a top 9 at 290, Wilson Likens. We'll possibly be drafting him as well. So that's what we're looking at so far for the draft class. Obviously, we got more scouting and stuff to do, but I am very glad that Oleg Vasiliev was finally able to achieve a point per game status. And yeah, 85 points in the regular season for our team is not bad at all, actually. So, all right. Now we just get to sim. Well, actually, we're going to go watch the AHL playoffs again. That's going to be... Honestly, we're probably going to do this pretty quick. I might do calendar. Yeah, we won't do calendar sim. We'll just advance quickly. So, all right, we got the Utica Comets in round 1, and we're going to lose game 1, 3-1. Game 2, we lose 4-1. Not looking great here. All right, into game 3, and we're out in 3 games. All right, kind of figured that was going to happen. We were like the 3rd or 4th seed in our division, so unfortunately, we're just out like that. Yeah, that is what it is. It happens sometimes. So, man, I would love to win a top 2 pick. It's not going to happen. It's literally, I think it's physically impossible that we win a top 2 pick at this point. We could win a top 3 by moving 10 positions, but yeah, that's pretty unlikely. So we'll go up to the middle of May here. I think I went up to May 20th or so, and then we'll have 1 month to do some final scouting. But yeah, pretty good season here. I don't know if you guys thought the same or not, but I felt pretty comfortable with how our team did overall. It was the right trajectory of progression. Like, we are moving in the right direction slowly and steadily. Busenius actually looks really good too, so we might be drafting him. Shepard also looks good. Man, there are goalies galore in this draft. Everyone send Go Daniels your energy. Thank you, Vendetta. Yes, exactly. We're sitting here just praying that the good karma of the lottery is going to go our way yet again. So we'll have to wait and see, obviously. It probably helps that what's his name? Probably helps that Peaceful isn't in the stream right now. He's been the as we were saying, he's been the bad luck charm for the lottery as far as we lose the lottery whenever he's watching it. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen, but we'll have to wait and see. And all right, not really a whole lot else. A whole bunch of starters, which we have more than enough starters. We're looking at elite goalies, and that's it now. Top 9 players, there's a lot of them, my goodness. So yeah, Schmidt probably isn't going to be a bad option either. So yeah, that is what it is. That's where we're at right now. So, all right, let's continue on with the sim. We're almost at the 20th of May, and we've got Iowa and Lehigh Valley in the finals for the Calder Cup. We've got San Jose, Colorado, and then Boston, New York for the other sides there in the NHL. And we get to do our final scouting reports here. So this should be a good range of hopefully finding the last few players that we're waiting for potentials on. And okay, let's finish this off, see how the playoffs and the awards go, and then that will be it for what is episode 13? Yeah, episode 13 of the live, or of the edited version of this, and then after that we will get onto the lottery and the draft and everything. So this year the New York Rangers and the Iowa Wild are your Cup champions, and let's go view some awards and stuff. Oh, Vasiliev finally broke a 90 overall. Let's go. All right, so here's the playoffs for this year. Toronto, of course, out in 5 to Boston behind the sign that you can't really see there. But yeah, the Bruins go all the way to the conference finals and lose to the Rangers. The Rangers beat the Devils, Ottawa Senators, Boston Bruins, and then finally San Jose Sharks. San Jose was right there. As far as the AHL goes, Iowa was able to go through Rockford, Milwaukee, Calgary, and then Lehigh Valley to win their respective playoffs. As far as awards go this year, Nybeck wins the Sullenberger. Newhook wins the Cunningham. The Marsh obviously went to Fast. St. Jacques in Rockford wins the Red Garrett there. Fleury, look at that. The Fleury brothers win back-to-back Eddie Shores. That's really cool. Vizhmelka wins the Baz. Phillips wins the Butterfield. Nybeck wins the Hunt. Kuzmin wins the Dupree. Shogard wins the Hap Holmes. And then Nybeck, of course. Or we already did Nybeck with Sullenberger. All right. I did not mean to take a screenshot there. That was my bad. All right. As far as the NHL awards go, Art Ross obviously went to Morgan Frost. Same with the Hart. Pavel Mintyukov finally breaks Cale Makar's streak and wins the Norris Trophy. Frost also won the Lady Byng. Alexis Joseph won the Calder. Mika Zibanejad won the Conn Smythe. Stuart Skinner gets the Vezina this year, as well as the Jennings, along with Olivier Rodrigue. Michael Kesselring wins the Masterton this year. Generous there wins the Jack Adams in Calgary. Sebastian Aho wins at the Selke for the second time in his career. And then Morgan Frost gets the Lindsay, and of course, Tage Thompson. Look at that. They actually did a 3-way shared award. That's crazy. I've never seen that. Actually, well, I guess I have, but I haven't seen a 3-way shared award where Belchetz, Matthews, and Thompson all won it. I'm going to put Ethan Belchetz as the top scorer on my spreadsheet, even though he had the least amount of points out of everybody. But they had McKinnon and Ovechkin the year before as well, which is super cool to see that players can actually tie for the award. So yeah, that is awesome. We actually get an award winner there in Ethan Belchetz. What do you know? What do you know? So awesome. That's a big dub. The Vezina will get renamed. The Stash. Oh my goodness. That's an interesting one. Okay. All right. So now that we are pretty much, we're pretty much up to June here. We're going to just advance another day or two. Belchetz rocketed. Yes, he did. Quite literally. All right. So we'll go up to the 17th and we will call it a day there. So that is what we're calling episode number 13. Yeah, this is the end of episode 13 for everybody watching on the edited side of YouTube. So thank you guys all for watching there, and I will see you all in the next one.